Okay, so this is the second exercise, and there are sort of a couple of variations on this one as well. So this is really just an up and down movement. Because of Chinese philosophy, we have the Chinese cube or 中国放. So we have this idea of left, right, up, down, forward, back as part of our structural movements that we want to always incorporate. So this is now particularly focusing on going up and down, and this one has a variation with a sort of forward and back, which we'll show a bit later as well. If you have been working from home, you're probably sitting for very long periods, as we said before. So this is something that is necessary to kind of get the legs moving. But in Chinese medicine particularly, they feel that for the good digestive function, and digestive function includes those excretory functions as well. If we are sitting for too long, quite often for prolonged periods, people start to get constipated and bloating, but rather uncomfortable in the sort of abdominal area. So this is also a good exercise because it acts as sort of like an accordion effect to sort of massage the internal organs, as well as working on the legs, the glutes, the hips, and sort of just getting everything involved in the movement. So this is quite a simple exercise, and we'll just run through that. This one, about hip width apart, again as before, feet parallel, toes pointing slightly inwards, and we're going to sink down. This is also, before we start, go within your own range of movement. So you don't need to go as low as I am, or you can stay higher, depending on if you have any knee problems or hip problems, anything like that. You go within your own range of movement, but give yourself a little bit of not stress, but make yourself work a little bit, but you stay within your own safe parameters. If you can go low, great, go low. The caveat to that is that your heels do not leave the floor, so don't come up onto the balls of the feet in order to go lower. If you go lower and your heels want to come up, don't go any lower, okay? And we try also not to to go low by dipping the head down forwards, and don't do that either. So if you get to a point where you think, I'm going to compromise the structure, then that's as low as you go. Don't go beyond that and compromise the structure, okay? So hips, feet sort of hip width apart. I'm just going to drop down. Keep looking forwards, don't look at the floor. Hands go up over the head, so sinking down. So this here you can practice your breathing. So inhale, exhale as you go down. And make sure that your knees, don't let the knees knock inwards, so keep the knees splayed outwards. And imagine that you are sort of wrapping your knees around the girth of a horse, like a horse stance. So you're going to keep this good punchings, good energy in the legs. Okay. Make sure that you pull up on the perineum as you sink down. So inhale, lift up. Imagine as you're going down, it's like on a string. You're still being pulled upwards as you sink down, and as you rise, you're sort of floating upwards. So we always keep our connection with the heavens above and the earth below. So see if you can incorporate the feeling of inside is opening up like a balloon as you sink down, but you're still not squashing as you go down, but there's a sort of sense of inside is kind of getting this accordion-like action. So we just explain in Chinese. So 这个动作也是对你的消化的功能很好处，因为这个也是让你的像那个肚子都会像这种按摩的感觉，所以你就是让这个里边下去，上去就是对吧？所以这个也是对消化也很有帮助，因为最近大家都在家里是吧？为了那个 COVID-19， 就是那个病毒，大家都是一直在家里，可能动作越来越少，肚子越来越大，所以这个也会帮助。OK， 下去之后不要让，还是要膝盖要往外蹬，不要让膝盖往里边啊。你跟着你的自己身体的 轻狂，如果有膝盖疼，不要太低。还有蓄人顶筋，气沉丹田。So this is exhale as you go down. Inhale. Exhale. So when we come back to standing, 我们下去结束的时候就回去原来的动作，原来的动作就是放松。So relax, come back to a standing posture. You may feel everything's pumping, feel your heart pumping, very good. So this is really giving your digestive organs a good workout. So I'll show you the variation to that in a moment, but hope you enjoy that one.